Always welcome to Arbitrary Mathematics channel. In this episode, we're gonna look at solving simultaneous equation involving indices. Without further ado, let's look at the following example.
Right, let's get started now. So today we're going to learn on solving simultaneous equations involving indices. Okay, so let's look at the first question here. Actually, we have these two equations and we need to find the value of x and y which satisfy these two equations. Alright, so as we can see here, we have 49, 1 over 7 and 1 over 3, 4, 3. We need to find the relationship between these three numbers here. So as we know, 49 actually is 7 square, right? 7 square. So we change this to 7 square. Then we have 2 power x outside here times 1 over 7. So 1 over 7 actually, based on the law of indices here, we knew that a power negative m actually is equals to 1 over a power m. So in other words, if I want to change 1 over 7, and actually the power here is 1, right? So that means we can write as 7 power negative 1, right? So this part will give us 7 power negative 1. Then we have power y minus 4 equals to 1 over 343. So you can type this in your calculator. What 343 actually is equals to 7 cube, right? 7 cube. Okay, so next we can times it in. So 2 times 2x will give us 4x, right? Times 7. This way we can expand it. We'll get negative y plus 4 equals to, okay, again same goes to this formula here. So 1 over 7 cube, actually we can change it to 7 power negative 3, right? So once we got this form, then actually we can combine these powers together. So as we know, based on the law of indices, if we have the same base 7 here, then when it comes to times, we can add on the power. So here becomes 7 power 4x plus negative y, then will give us negative y plus 4 equals to 7 power negative 3. So hence we can eliminate the base 7 here. We'll get 4x minus y, and this positive 4 we can move it to the back, become minus 4. So negative 3 minus 4 will give us negative 7. So this is our first equation. Alright, so next move on to the second equation here. And what we can see here, we know that 3, 27 and 9, actually we can change it to the same base, which is 3, right? So here we can start now. So here is 3 power x plus 3 divided by, okay, here 27 actually is 3 cube, right? So we can change it to 1 over 3 power 3y equals to 9 is 3 square. So we can change it to 1 over 3 square. Okay, next, so we can change this part, become 3 power negative 3y, okay? And this part we can change it to 3 power negative 2. Next, we have divide here, then actually we can just minus the powers. So we have 3 power s plus 3 minus negative 3y equals to 3 power negative 2. So hence we'll get x plus 3 plus 3y equals negative 2. And we rearrange everything now. So we have x plus 3y equals to this positive 3, you move it to the back. So will become minus 3 and will give us negative 5, and this is our second equation. Alright, so now we have two equations now, so we can copy down 4x minus y equals to negative 7, and the second equation here we have x plus 3y equals to negative 5, so we can change it to the same x as equation 1, right? So we can times the equation 2 by 4, so hence we'll get 4x plus 12y equals to negative 20 for the equation number 2, right? So next we can just minus the 4x here, so we put it minus there, and negative y minus positive 12y will give us negative 13y, right? And this part, negative 7 minus negative 20 will give us negative 7 plus 20, which is 13, and hence our y is negative 1, right? Next, when y equals negative 1, then our x will be, so here we, based on equation number 2, x plus 3 bracket negative 1 equals to negative 5. So here we have x minus 3 equals negative 5. Next, our final answer for x will be negative 5 plus 3, which is negative 2. 2. Okay, so you may write the answer again. So this is our final answer. X is negative 2 and Y is negative 1 as our final answer. Yeah, so far so good, yeah? Alright, so next part, let's look at example number 2 here. So actually we can just look at the question number 2. Okay, so what if we have this 25 power x times 125 power y equals to 1. So this part, actually we knew that we can change it to base 5, yeah? So all of this we change to base 5. So let's get started now. 25 is 5 square times with 5 cube is 125, right? Then we know that 5 to the power 0 is 1. So the idea here is we change everything to the base 5, okay? So next, because it's times here, then we can add a power. So we have 5 power 2x plus 3y equals to 5 power 0. Then we just compare the powers here. So we have 2x plus 3y equals to 0. Alright? And this is our first equation. Next, let's move on to the second equation here. So we have 27, 3, 81 and 3. And we knew that we can change it to base 3, yeah? So 27 is 3 cube, right? 3 cube, then we have y there divided by, okay, this part, square root of 3 means 3 to the power of half, so 3 power half, then we have x outside here equals to 81 is 3 power how much here? So 81, actually we knew that 81 is 3 power 4 times with 3 is 3 power 1 over 2, right? So next we can just minus the power here because it's a divide, so we minus the power equals to, and here times, right? Then we add the power. Here we got 4 plus 1 over 2. So next we will get 3y minus half x equals to 4 plus 1 over 2. You will get 4 and a half, which is 9 over 2, right? This is our second equation, and we need to rearrange everything now. So we have 2x plus 3y equals 0 and negative half x plus 3y equals 9 over 2. And as we know, here we got the same y. So how do we cancel the y? We need to put minus here so that 3y minus 3y, this will be eliminated, right? This will be cancelled. And here we have 2 minus negative half. We'll get 2 plus half, which is 2.5x, right? Equals to 0 minus 9 over 2. So 0 minus 9 over 2, you will get negative 4.5, right? If you type this in your calculator, and our x will be negative 9 over 5, right? So this is our final answer for x. So next, to find y, we can substitute in one of these equations. So let's say we substitute into the first equation here. So let's get started now. We have 2 bracket negative 9 over 5 plus 3y equals 0. And you type this in your calculator. So negative 9 over 5 times 2, you will get negative 3.6, right? Negative 3.6 plus 3y equals to 0. So 3y equals to 3.6, and your y will be 3.6 divided by 3. And you may leave this in fraction, which is 6 over 5. Alright, so next we can write our final answer for x and y. X is negative 9 over 5, and y is 6 over 5 as our final answer. Alright, okay, so next part, actually I have prepared some questions here. So as we know, practice makes perfect, yeah? So that's why, yeah, you need to do a lot of practice. And here are the 3 questions here. So just practice all this, and you may leave your answers at the comment below. And all the best, happy trying.
Here comes to the end of this episode. If you like this video, like it, share it among your friends, and most importantly is subscribe to our channel so that you won't miss any of our